I can hear it dripping. Hold on a second. Man, where's that leak? I got this thing all taken apart. I can hear it dripping, but I can't see the thing. Look what I found right there. It is dripping. That heater hose connection is dripping. Oh my gosh, there it goes, drip. Whew, I thought it was gonna be a head gasket, but it's not. It's that hose right there. We don't have a cracked head. We don't have a head gasket that's blown. That is leaking. I just replaced it when I did the heater hose connection, but it looks like that little hose clamp on there isn't any good, so we're gonna have to get in there, get a new hose clamp on there. Should be good to go. Y'all know I pressure tested this thing when we did that heater hose connection, but it didn't start dripping until we got it up to 15 PSI. Oh man, there we go. That's great news. I am astonished, guys. I can't believe it. We found it. I'm relieved. I'm baffled. It wasn't a blown head gasket. It wasn't a cracked head. Thank you. We don't have to take the whole engine apart. I genuinely did not think that was leaking. I looked everywhere. I looked over this thing for days, couldn't find it, you know. If we would have just put a little bit of UV dye in the system, we could have found this thing super fast. We're starting with that next time. But man, I'm relieved. It wasn't a head gasket. We don't have to take the whole engine apart and buy new heads and do all that stuff. I just fixed these heater hose connections. Goes to show you on these trucks, these heater hose connections always go bad. The hoses, even after you fix them, get new hose clamps, pump it up to 15 PSI so that you can really get that leak dripping or squirting, and you'll find it. We got off easy this time, big time. It's getting dark. We're gonna get a hose clamp on there tomorrow, and this thing should be solved. All right, so lessons learned. Get new hoses, do it right once. Get new hose clamps. If you gotta use the constant pressure spring type hose clamps, you like those, make sure you order a set of new ones online because you can't find them locally. If you wanna use the band type clamps, try to find ones that don't cut into the hose. You know, they're smooth all the way around. On these older trucks, those constant pressure spring type clamps that are on everything on these Chevy trucks may leak. You know, they worked great from the factory, but as these things get older, it might cause you some problems. So you might have to use the clamps that you screw down, which nobody likes using. They dig into the hose, but to stop the leaks on these old trucks, sometimes you gotta use them. All right, so I had to get these old hose clamps off of there. These are the constant pressure spring type ones, you know. Get new ones if you can find them. Couldn't find them locally. This one is leaking. It's obviously lost its springiness. So I put a worm type screw clamp down on there. Don't like using them, but you know, this one's all stainless and we had to do it to stop the leak. It was leaking from down there and it was leaking from up there too, but we got the leak solved. This thing is not dripping anymore. Got it pumped back up and now we are holding at a steady 15 PSI. So I had to pump it up to 15 PSI for those leaks to develop. So you might want to go up to 15 PSI, but this is holding pressure. All right, back from that test drive. No leaks up in there. No leaks down in there. Yep, this thing is fixed. Just goes to show you, once it's done, it's not really done. You gotta test it, keep coming back, testing it, check for leaks, till it's 100% fixed. So you gotta get that thing up to temperature. You know, if it's not up to temperature, all that coolant won't be circulating in the system. It won't be going through the heater core, so you gotta get that thing up to temperature for the thermostat to be open. Then when you're driving around, you gotta put on max heat. You know, drive it around like that on max heat. That way you get that coolant circulating through that heater core and get an accurate reading, see if there's any leaks up there. If you don't, it won't have coolant flowing through those hoses. You can't tell if it's leaking. So don't think just because you put it all back together, it's not gonna leak. You gotta pressure test it, look for leaks. Get in there, fix the leaks, replace the hose clamps, tighten this, tighten that, you know. Then pressure test it. Wait for leaks. You gotta rinse and repeat until it holds good pressure and it doesn't leak anymore. And you gotta keep topping it off with antifreeze. You know, it's a process for sure, but once you get it done, run the truck on full heat, full blast. That way you make sure that you get the right amount of coolant in there. You know, you don't have any air in the system and you'll be good to go. Check y'all out on the next one. Don't forget to drop me a huge thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more Chevy truck tip videos in the future. Got plenty more where this came from. Later.